Hey friends, it's been about a month or so since the release of Desert of Storms, and it's been a hot minute since I've made a video of myself actually talking about anything other than using a bunch of templates from CapCut to advertise. But I wanted to talk about what the differences are between my proof copy of Desert of Storms and what the final copy actually looks like, since I managed to actually do what I was supposed to do and use the proof copy to make changes. So here's my proof copy. It says not for resale, so that makes it pretty obvious that's what it is. And the differences I looked at here were mostly on the back and on the spine. It's pretty not obvious if you look at it to begin with, but here there's no. It is all centered to the very middle of the book, and the previous copy of the book, Night of the Illumination, my first one, everything was left justified and right justified. I don't know how else you call it. So here's Night of the Illumination final copy. So here you can see how it's centered with both sides justified, if that makes any sense. Comparing that to here. And I wanted them to be the same because they're part of a series. So in order for there to be consistency, I asked for that change to be done. Also on the side, on the binding, the way Night of the Illumination was set up compared to the text size on Desert of Storms, everything is way bigger on that, and I didn't like that as well. I wanted it to be a little bit smaller and match up with the font size on Night of the Illumination, so I had that change done. So since I've got them all oriented, so here's what the final copy actually looks like. Look at that, I'm a klutz. Alright. So you can see that the text size on Desert of Storms is now way smaller on the final copy. The names pretty much line up. I just don't have them lined up there. Alright, so that's the way they look right there at the end. And then if I flip them over, the new copy is also justified the way it is on Night of the Illumination. So that kind of matches what I wanted. And if you look at them side by side, you can really see the difference. Plus I also have the text size dumbed down a little bit, so it looks a lot better. So now I have a set that I think looks consistent with the way I wanted it to. I didn't actually do any of that process with Night of the Illumination. When I first got the proof copy was right before I made a trip to Iowa to go see my mother-in-law, and also had my parents coming out to visit. And I ended up giving that copy to my father as a signed copy that I have. And never got it back, never expected to get it back, so I didn't make any editorial changes or additions, subtractions, whatever, to the cover once I had received it. It just became the final copy. So now all my future copies, for now, are going to be locked to the same stylistic choices that I did with the first book of the series. And that's perfectly fine by me. Mileage may vary, but I've got at least one more book coming out. It's going to be called City of Lights, and I need to start writing that.